Hello
Hey.
and welcome
Hello.
to another BG podcast.
Yeah.
I am Lionel Richie. This is Top of the Pops.
Is it really?
I'm Metal Gear Dan.
Um, um,
As usual, we've got the usual lineup. We've got
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. Was that okay?
Yeah, I'm Ricky Martin.
So gay and Hispanic, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't need to say that it was a gay Hispanic. We're not equal people here. There is no racism to be found amongst us.
It's called homophobia.
Right? Okay, I was trying to avoid the issue, but you obviously had to bring it up. Didn't you?
Prime's trying to tell us
Right.
something about him.
Let's do the introductions again, since we're obviously Right. I'm Metal Gear Dan, and I have the regulars with me. Riggy.
Oh yeah, sorry, what's that my cue? Yeah, Riggy. Hey.
Angelic Prime.
Yes, and we've got that other guy.
that Shion guy, you know,
That's
The-
Sanjay.
that guy.
The elephant in the room, I mean the Xbox fanboy.
Yeah, the one that kind of just hangs around a bit.
Right, disclaimer time.
Fuck you know.
See, too late with the disclaimer. He's already swearing. Disclaimer: there will be strong language. Hopefully, you've got that from the sentencing. We've already started.
If you didn't, fuck.
Fuck me.
What the fuck, man?
Fuck
Please,
you.
gently.
Right, we're gonna start with the recent release of
Pokemon.
Pokemon X and Y.
Woo.
Woo.
A little birdie tells me two of you have been playing it non-stop since you've got it.
Yes, me
I'm playing it right now.
for 2 days. Yeah, I'm not on it right now, but I've been playing it for 2 days. So, yay.
How's it like?
In a word, awesome. Extremely awesome.
In 2 words, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You don't need to swear with every fucking sentence.
Go on.
For fuck's sake, Prime.
Do you make use of the 3D effect?
You know what? Yeah, let's get this out there now. Whilst it is on 3DS,
The 3D effects are only in
there's no-
battles. Aren't they?
yeah, and also Prime. I'm not sure if you've noticed this yourself, but the frame rate tends to drop a bit when you turn it on. Turn the 3D on during
I've
battles. So.
noticed it also does that when it has 2 Pokemon on screen.
Wow.
You like the close-ups in between turns.
Yeah. So it's you're probably better off playing with 3D off, to be honest.
And
There you go.
and
Okay, making the 3DS really defunct.
and as with most 3D effects
Jesus.
in the Nintendo 3DS thing, all they ever tend to do is give you a headache.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I've been getting a few since I picked up.
Now on to the good bit of the news. This was just posted 52 minutes ago on N4G, and it's about the US shipment of Pokemon X and Y. Because their government has shut down
Because Republicans are pissy.
the shipping system that they have in place is all fucked up. So they haven't actually got their shipments yet. I'd like to know everyone's thoughts on this, even though we've already talked about this before the show.
And
We all
were
found
laughing.
it really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to say this now. This is what happens when you want good healthcare. You don't get Pokemon.
I get Pokemon.
This
I
is
took it-
obviously a light-hearted jab at our American friends. We're not actually doing it in a mean-spirited way. But,
No.
you know, 2 days.
Haha.
Yes. Whilst we're on the topic of shipment things, I didn't mention this in the chat, but I found out today, apparently because Tesco's and other places in the UK started selling it a day early, Game decided to get in on it as well, so they've been selling it since yesterday.
Have they?
So yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Because
What?
apparently we didn't want to lose any customers, so we decided to start selling it same day as Tesco's and stuff.
I'll be honest with you. I went shopping in
Mm.
Tesco yesterday, and it wasn't on the shelves. So I'm guessing like rural areas like Cardigan, where the internet is non-existent. I'm guessing
Yeah.
that they've never really noticed it. Oh, you got
It's
Sylvia.
selected. It'll be the big shops, the big
Awesome.
selected shops that will be selling them in.
Yeah, like a big mega stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know when that's going to be resolved for the US. It's hopefully not too long, and they can get playing X and Y.
Mm.
Right now, back to X and Y again. I don't know if there's any more new features that have been improved on since the last
Um,
Pokemon game.
Prime, do you want to take this one or should I jump in on it? No?
Either one of
No.
you,
Alright,
go
cool.
for it.
Yeah, alright,
Oh,
cool. I'll get in on it. Basically, they've really like streamlined it like a lot. Like for instance, Sean, you play Pokemon, so you'll know this.
Yeah.
You know, before when you try to teach your Pokemon TMs, you have to like click on the TM and then go into your Pokemon menu.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, when you open your bag, like you've got your Pokemon on the side.
All right.
So
Yeah.
you can just like any items you want to use or any TMs you want to use, you don't have to go into a whole different menu. You just pick it on the
That's
side.
amazing.
You can also heal
Also-
Pokemon from the Pokemon screen as well. There's a restore
Yeah.
section now.
All right.
Also, one of the biggest and best features I find so far is the Wi-Fi, the online stuff. Like you know how now, I mean, I've traded with a few of you guys before, and I mean,
Yeah.
you'll probably know that there's a lot of Wi-Fi problems. Like when you go into the Union Room and like Wi-Fi club and stuff. Now it's like really easy. It's basically like Xbox really. You have like your friends list on the bottom and anyone passing by you. So you just click on the face, and then you got the choice between trading or battling. So literally as simple as that. You don't need to go into any extra room or anything like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
sounds good, man.
We
And,
also
like,
should quickly mention that the Nintendo 2DS came out, or as I like to call it, the regular DS. I don't know what the features are on it or why. I mean, I know you can't actually fold the screen over by looking at the pictures I've seen. So it kind of looks like a Game Boy Advance with two screens.
Mm.
It looks like it's got more of the the same shape as like an old Game Boy, except for it's got two screens and
it's really
doesn't
big
have
as
3D.
well. Like, seriously big.
Yeah, not necessarily big.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, how many more Pokemon have they added on to the lineup?
I am quite depressed about this. New Pokemon, as opposed to Mega Evolution, 68.
60.
I say it's about 70. Well, like,
It's
give or take
68.
two, but yeah.
Yeah, it's 68. I checked.
Alright, cool. Well, keep in mind, on that note, there might be some... I know it doesn't really make sense, but there might be some ones, like, post-game, like in your National Dex. Kind of like what they did with Diamond and Pearl. Or was it Gen 5? But yeah, so...
I was looking on Cerebi and basically had Kalos. It was like 650 to 718 or something, basically. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
718. Yeah, so 68 new
I'm
Pokemon.
I'm still holding out for their the event legendary. I mean, because I've got to have one. I mean, even Gen 1 had one, so...
Yeah, which is Mew.
Yeah, so just have to wait and see, really.
Oh yes. Wait and see. Alright, getting back to the Pokemon. I've not played the Pokemon game since it would have been Ruby, I think. That's
That-
going way back.
Without sounding too arrogant, you're missing out.
What?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm busy playing other things.
But yeah, Dan, seeing as the last one you played is Hone, there's actually a lot of references to like Ruby and Sapphire in the game, like later on. So
Yeah.
and they hints at like Ruby and Sapphire remakes coming out like in the
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah, I actually thought they were going to make a remake, so
I mean, it would be great if they did.
they
Yeah.
probably will, and they'll probably also do a remake of Kanto again at some point.
Yeah, but that'd
Um,
be like the third time or second time they've done it now, because like Fire Red, obviously.
Right. What I will do is I'll hand it over to you and Prime now to do a kind of like a review.
Cool.
So it's up to you guys to give us a kind of like a mini walkthrough, not try to use as less spoilers as possible.
Alright, cool, fair enough. Prime, you start us off and I'll jump in.
Oh, Sigalef is in the game. Okay. Sorry.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, Sigalep. Pokemon Black and White. No.
Yeah.
It's good. Very good. Like, as we pretty
Very
much
good.
covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact it's streamlined, the fact that you get skates now, and you get them pretty early. The game itself's been streamlined, but it still feels quite long. I mean, I'm about 6 or 7 hours in. I've not long got to the second gym.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, it's like don't get me wrong. Like they have like streamlined it a lot. Like you get your first Pokemon within like the first minute or two.
Mm.
So they've removed like the whole like long introduction sequence of blah blah blah. Don't go out into the wild grass or stuff like that.
Oh god,
So
yeah.
yeah, but it does. I mean, I'm only on just past the second gym myself, and most of mine I've like evolved my style till its last, so it's quite a big game from what I can see so far.
Yeah.
So, which is good, obviously. Yeah.
And the Pokedex has been split into 3 now. So you got Central, Coastal, and Mountain. I believe is the last one.
Yeah. Central Coastal Mantle. So this, last I checked, there's 150 per deck. So
Yeah. There's
you're looking at
450.
450 altogether.
Yeah.
So yeah, they really expanded upon it.
Yeah, and the first gym I went to, I went to a type in case people don't know, but the way they did it was pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Second gym's pretty good as well. I mean, they really use them. I'm not sure about like how the others are gonna proceed, but I know the second one takes advantage of the fact that it's now in 3D as opposed to sprites. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool as well.
Yeah. But the current pro.
I was just saying that they've added a bunch of new moves for bugs as well. Like they've even got like their own version of Fire Spin, but it's more powerful and
Fire Spin.
yeah. The move
Yeah,
itself is really dark.
Yeah, alright, cool. I haven't come across that yet, but what I will say,
It's
like my final.
Sorry, I was
Current pro.
just saying it's the TM the gym leader gives you from the first gym.
Oh right, yeah, infestation. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. But what I will say is though, it's a great game, and if you haven't played a Pokemon game in ages, like say since the Gen 3 or Gen 1 or whatever, and what have you been doing since then? If you haven't, but it'll be a completely new game for you, and they've completely. I'd go as far as to say, revolutionized some of the features. So it's definitely worth picking up. Definitely.
They've also
I'd say a
made,
must-own if you have a 3DS. So,
yeah, it's the best looking game on
Yeah.
3DS, in my opinion.
Definitely.
And if anyone's wondering if you hate the whole grindy aspect of leveling up, the grind is still there, but it has been streamlined a lot.
Definitely.
There was an item originally called the Experience Share, where if you handed it to a certain Pokemon in your party, they would get like half the experience that you received. Where now it splits that experience between all Pokemon in your party.
Talking about not directly related, but relating to something me and Sean were talking about last night. Sean, you remember when I came into the Wi-Fi room and you asked me how come I'm always the fat hiker guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The thing what I love about this game is that you can like actually customize the trainers. So
Yes, you can.
Depending
Oh
on
right,
how
yeah,
you,
I heard about that.
every all your trainers will look different. So
That's neat.
that's pretty
Yeah.
good. You don't have to be preset.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have you rode a go-go yet?
I
No,
know
but you
about
run a
ridden a
Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorn.
Yeah.
Oh right, nice.
As we speak, my brother's playing it, and he's just rode a Skiddo. I think they're called. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Skidder, the pre-evolution.
yeah. So that's a bit later on.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, great game overall, I'd say.
Good.
Yeah, I'm really
Mm.
impressed. Very impressed.
Definitely.
Since we're doing review of games, I'll throw it over to Shion if there's any game he'd like to review off the top of his head that he's been playing recently.
No, not really. I mentioned this earlier in chat, I think,
You
about my
playing
FIFA
FIFA?
breaking. I would have liked to have done that. I really haven't played it much, but
Well, you could give it a negative review and scream that it's unplayable, even if it's just your copy.
It doesn't work.
Well,
FIFA, it's broken. 0.
Still a better game than Arcania the Complete Tale, I can tell you that.
Judging by how you described it, Star Trek Legacy is better than Arcania the Great Tale. You know, Sonic 06 is amazing by comparison. What you described.
I foolishly put this game on loan because it had just come out. Arcania the Complete Tale, game by Nordic Games, and Microsoft, I believe, self-published it. It's not my cup of tea. It's so like every other generic medieval action game. It kind of has a feel that we've played Dragon's Dogma and Dragon's Age, and look, we're going to smash all the features together and make it a bland game.
Wait, who else have Nordic Game done anything else? Because the name sounds familiar from somewhere.
They are a big publisher. They brought a lot of stuff from THQ. I know
Alright.
they did. Oh god. Apparently their roster is very hit and miss, but they have done a lot of games. I will have a look because I know they now own Darksiders.
Let me just Google that real quick.
Oh, they also own Red Faction because nobody else would buy that shit.
Well, the Red Faction was pretty viable at Guerrilla, but I mean it went downhill.
Oh, apparently, they did. Oh, there we go. Destroy All Humans. That's what,
Alright.
That's probably where I know from.
Just going to have a look, and I've just realised that I have forgotten to remove the no swearing rule on the Twitch page. Sorry.
Oh,
Right.
That's
Oh,
my. Oh,
son
don't
of
worry.
a-
Don't worry. It's just there to be pretty now. Thank you for reminding me, Sophia. They also did Spellforce 2, The Book of Unwritten Tales, the newer Painkiller games, which everyone knows are completely awesome. No. Oh, they also did Desperados.
Wait, which one was Desperados?
Oh, it
Was that PC game out
yes,
a while
it
ago?
was. Yes, it was a strategy,
Yeah.
like strategy game basically, similar like to Commandos and stuff. And
Oh, right, yeah. Ah, yeah, the cowboy one, yeah, I know which one it is.
yeah, the Western one, the one with Red Dead Redemption before it came out.
Yeah.
There you go. Just to please Sophia, the no swearing rule's just been removed.
Cool.
So no swearing allowed then.
No swearing is now officially allowed.
Alright, cool, fair enough then. Anyone want to celebrate?
Fuck that. Anyway, yeah, going back to Arcania, the Complete Tales. I only bought it because it said the Complete Tale of Arcania, and I remember a game for the GameCube called Arcania.
You think
Then
it's
I
Skies of
remembered
Arcadia?
I remember there was a D there, and I was like, this is the wrong game. I made a terrible mistake. Luckily, I got
I've got it now. It's Gothic
the
4,
Wrath of the Wrath of the White Witch, which I've been playing.
which is fantastic.
Quite pleasant. Oh, I'll make my mind up here. Don't you put words in?
Don't tell me what to do.
No, in fact, it's shit. It's just it's worse than Tale. No, it's a good game. It's very JRPG.
Yeah, I saw like a friend of mine kept going on about it, and I'm like, and I watched a video of it, and I mean, I haven't played it. I'm just going off like what the video I saw. It looks kind of boring, but I mean, like it's probably different if you play it. So
Right,
It's good.
It is.
But-
Yeah, sorry, you first.
It's a very, very long game.
Yes.
alright, cool. Fair
I mean,
enough.
the thing with very long games is either you're in the mood to play it or you're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've been holed up in my room for the past 2 days with the flu. I've managed to get a couple of hours in, but
Alright.
it is a very long game, and sometimes you feel like you're not going anywhere.
Right.
Right.
Basically, I'm gonna explain this for anyone who hasn't played it. It's basically imagine a PlayStation version of Pokemon. Only the way you capture Pokemon, this is hilarious. You beat them to a pulp, and then they love you.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but
So they're kinda
I
like
wouldn't
submissive
really
then.
liken it to Pokemon though, because it's kind of unfair on the way it's written and everything to just say it's a console version of Pokemon. It's not. it's more in depth than that. You have to play the game to actually. And like I said, it's more like Jade Cocoon than it is Pokemon, to be honest.
And don't like Pokemon
With
that has a good story.
regards-
Not played Jade
Ah,
Cocoon, so-
Pokemon shit.
Pokemon-
Jade
Say
Cocoon,
that again.
Pokemon shit. There you go. What? I did make a mistake. Right.
Kill him.
This is me going on about the long
Bad
ass
heretic.
intro stuff. Oh, you're a Pokemon trainer, eh? This is Professor Oak. What's your name? Oh, what's your rival name? Oh, what sex are you? Oh, no. All right, I just want to play the game. Stop fucking about.
I still love the comedy. Super effective when he goes, here's the name of my grandson. I've been having memory problems. So what was his name again? And the guy just smiles and writes douche. He goes, yes, that was it, douche.
That guy needs to write his name down somewhere.
Yes, apparently he does. On the brush
Don't
they
grant.
on the brush they did remove the naming of your rival in black and white, and now they don't do it anymore.
Yeah, but apparently, like they've kind of forced a romance option on you.
Yes,
In
yes,
this
they
one?
have. If you're a male character, yes, they have.
Yeah,
Sean,
and apparently, yes, and if you're the girl, you get the that dancer guy.
oh, you're
that one.
kidding! You're kidding me!
That's so I've heard, anyways. But
Oh god, I'm gonna have to ask for you, Kai, when he starts playing X. No, Y rather. Because he's got both, and on one of them he's a female, one of them he's a male.
all right, cool.
Oh god.
That is beyond messed up.
What do you mean by romance? And
As
What do you
in,
mean?
as
Don't get me
basically,
wrong.
it's implied that one character in your group of friends has feelings for you, and
Yeah.
the way they begin to hint it on the male character is really really awkward. It's just like,
Wait, Are you talking about the It's not really. I'm not gonna say like a blatant spoiler, but Prime, you're talking about the thing on the balcony.
yes,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
really 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 awkward.
Really?
weird.
really?
This is
Yes.
awkward.
Yes, make no mistake, I am being genuinely honest. It's the most awkward scene in the game so far.
I'll see about that.
I mean, what makes it even weirder is the girl who, like, you know, who's meant to have feelings for you. I mean, looks about what, like 8 or something. So,
Yes, she does. She does. She
That
looks
is
really.
yeah,
mental.
makes it a bit weird. It's a teens a bit.
It's just
Just a
like,
little.
it's just like, I've never done this with a boy before. It's like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
Where's this going now?
To quote another game, I should go.
Huh?
To quote any father in an anime story, I'm leaving.
To quote what I just said a couple of minutes ago. No way. No way. Gee, I can see the bad press now. Pokemon X and Y promotes pedophiles. Thanks for that, Fox News. Anything else you want to add?
GTA caused an AVR shooting a day before the release.
Oh,
Mm.
the media do make me laugh.
Yeah, but
Right.
running joke, it's always Fox News.
It's always good for a comedy.
Yeah.
It's more comedy than actual news, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Fucking shite. Moving. I don't know if anyone's got anything to add on to this Pokemon X and Y stuff.
Buy it.
I'll say one thing. I mean, I don't know if any of you have seen the Z, Pokemon Z.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
I wasn't too sure about it, but
Why is it grown on you now?
no, I just thought it was some sort of rumor. I mean, no, it seems legitimate, but
It's actually in the Pokedex.
all right,
Yes, it is the final entry on the
Nice.
Pokedex.
interesting.
What were you talking about here?
What's
Pokemon
that?
Z.
Pokemon Z, is that the actual other game or is that just...
If the Pokemon's name's anything to go by, yeah. It's
Mm.
gonna be called Pokemon Z.
Okay.
But yeah, basically, in a nutshell for Pokemon X and Y, if you own a 3DS, You have to play it. It's worth it. And Riggy's left the call.
God damn it, Riggy.
God dang it.
1, 2, 3, Riggy.
How you doing?
Mid-stream as well, I can't believe he's left. Well, this is awkward.
Yes. Right. I am going to go poke him repeatedly and kick him.
Thing is, now he's probably going to need to be re-added to the Skype call.
I will try and do it. I'll try and do it in a way where we won't have to restart the call.
That
Riggy.
would be really good. Because, you know, CBA, man. CBA.
Right. I'm also going to check the stream, see if it... Yes, it does. It keeps the whole stream thing up. If you guys keep talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, keep talking about what exactly?
Just talk about anything. Just basically, if you want Pokemon X and Y, or if you like it, then buy it. God's sake. Right.
No, I don't want to buy it. God, don't force your beliefs on me, son. Right. Since everyone's disappearing, we'll go talk about the free-to-plays on consoles, which you can get. Of course, I am aiming this at Planet Side 2.
Which is an awesome game, by the way.
There's a few others that I've seen. DC Online. Longest download in history. It's a pain in the ass.
Has Planet Side 2 hit the PS3 then? Is it on?
No, it's coming out on PS4.
Oh, PS4.
It's going PS4. So
To be honest with you, that game wouldn't run on PS3. It just would not
Really?
run. Yeah, it wouldn't run.
Oh, wow.
That game is phenomenally demanding even on PC. And best part, even if you have the most powerful PC in the world, it's not completely stable because they haven't optimized it properly. And Rig is now officially off Skype. Damn.
Ah, what's going on there?
I don't know.
Right. There was another bit of news that caught my eye just in the last couple of minutes. The Tales, the guys who do Tales of Arcadia and stuff.
Tales of Zillia and stuff, yeah?
Yeah. They're not changing their style for the improvement to, utilize the improvement graphics of the Xbox One or PS4. So the style will be the same.
Good.
They're not bending to the will of the man.
Yes,
man.
I am sick of realistic-looking games. The whole point of video games and movies is that they're meant to be stylish. They're also meant to be stylish with a nice substance, but unfortunately with Hollywood, their substance needs to be, explosions and guns! Yay!
Well, how we can sum this up is The Last of Us and the new Beyond Two Souls with Ellen Page.
To be fair to Beyond Two Souls and stuff like that, it's meant to be realistic. That's the whole point of the game. That makes sense to me, but for a game like Final Fantasy, Tales of Arcadia, Tales of Zillia, Pokemon, the point of those games is that they're meant to be stylish, they're meant to be anime and stuff like that. But, I mean, how can I put it? Oh god, what's that game coming on Xbox One, the zombie one? Not Dead Rising.
Dead Rising?
No, the other one.
Oh.
Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
That's purposefully stylish, thank god.
Yeah.
Whereas Dead Rising 3 is, oh no, I'm stuck in a zombie overlord. Thank god I have my Windows phone. I'll tell him a strike.
Dead Rising. Yeah, okay. Dead Rising is just a poor excuse of a zombie game, to be blunt. Too much of a time limit, not enough to do within the time limit. Especially when you just want to go out there and level up,
Apparently, and off the record, there's a mode where they do turn that off.
Should just have it on the game anyway.
Mm.
It's a bit silly when you can't. When games these days are too demanding of the player and say, this is the time limit. Welcome to either do it now or you're going to lose,
Exactly.
It'd be a shame if we took all those achievements away from you. Then what would you have achieved? Nothing. You would have just seen the hands of time slowly drift away and you would have done nothing. Just sat around beating zombies with Lego heads.
Yeah, but even then, they've actually removed. It's actually they've removed all the funny aspects of Dead Rising.
Probably. The second game was a bit more.
The
second game was a bit more grittier, but there was still bits you could do where you could fuck around, like you could wear a woman's dress or something like that, and start getting really suspect. It's kind of like,
I just find it really funny how in the original Dead Rising 2 they had a child race, but in the sense of you have to always save his child. It's like, oh no, I have to save this child who's done nothing but complain for these 2 hours. Oh. Oh, look, they're dead. Oh. Yeah, kill zombies.
The worst video of him giving his daughter the injection with Zombex was where he's wearing a mankini. That is the worst thing ever. This might feel like a little prick, and he's wearing a mankini. So I'm like,
God.
yeah, this is wrong.
I just found it really, really, really funny that, you know, why? What purpose did his daughter have to store other than to make you run around going, oh God, I need to buy my daughter drugs?
Oh yeah, God forbid that he actually wants to save his daughter, you know. Just turn around and go, well, I've had enough of your whingy face. And turn into a zombie, I'll just smash your skull in with this brick.
It's not that, it's just... Dead Rising 1 didn't need it, Dead Rising 2 didn't need it, but they felt that they had to force some sort of child on you because they think it'll make you, like, bond more to the character. It's a stupid thing.
They did that with Last of Us, and that kind of sucked.
I haven't played Last of Us, but
No.
I mean, they sort of did it with Bioshock Infinite, but at least they made her do stuff like, oh look, here's a gun. Like, oh thank you. Do you want to use it? No. Okay.
There's been a mini announcement relating to a possible deal with Turtle Beach and the PS4.
Oh.
What?
I'm guessing probably. Basically, it's something related to PS4, not. But Turtle Beach said they have something announced on Twitter TV. Ironically, that's 3:45 p.m. ET.
Oh, awesome.
So keep your eyes peeled for that, whatever that could be.
What is Turtle Beach predominantly Xbox?
They
Uh,
normally are, yeah.
I think it's more of like a unique thing for the PlayStation when it gets launched.
Alright.
Because they'll all be setting deals now, won't they? Where they want people to design their headsets for them, or designing.
Or give
The
their worthless
accessories.
DLC a month early.
Oh no, we're not talking about EA. God, I don't want to go down that road.
And Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's just Call of Duty Ghosts sucked.
It what? It sucks.
It sucked. Yeah.
I'm going to say this now. Did anyone else see the rumoured specs on PC for that game?
Yeah, I actually showed you the rumored specs. It was 50 gigabyte.
Yeah, it was later proven to be false, but I laughed. I
course.
laughed. It's like,
I was like, whose computer's going to run this thing? Exactly 50 gigabyte to save the damn game on it.
and the best bit is on PC Battlefield 4 is 30 gigs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So Battlefield 4, a game where the maps are about 10 times bigger, you do 10 times more stuff in it. 20 gigs less. Oh, and you need 6 gigs of RAM to run Call of Duty Ghosts as well. But yeah.
So, yeah.
We're supposed to be having another guy join us, but I don't know where he is.
Mm.
I'll announce that when he comes in. Right, we'll move on then to a different topic, which we were going to talk all four of us, but since Riggy
Is he
had...
not back yet?
Ricky's dad's taking a brain fart, so...
Well,
So like, yeah, he's not even on Skype now.
Try and tweet him.
he ran away. We will go with the evolution of online gaming, which is some special topic that I just decided to make up midweek.
Yes.
And then the flu hit me, and now my head's all over the place. I don't know what the feck I'm going to say. But
We needed Riggy, we can't handle it without Riggy, we can't handle it without Riggy.
it should be easy enough. The modern concept of online gaming came from, well, we'll talk about console rather than online gaming in a whole. So I don't want to talk about PC. I mean, Jesus.
Fuck you. If anyone's wondering, it came out on PC first, like everything else.
Well, of course it did. It's
Except
basic.
sport.
We had
So-
Quake.
Sport.
Right. Yeah. Dreamcast. This is kind of where it all started.
Yeah, it wasn't. It
The
was.
Dreamcast was a
Sorry.
bit too far ahead of its time, and fantasy on. I think the fantasy
Start online.
online, yeah, Fantasy Star Online universe was a good game, which got later redone and released for
GameCube.
the 360, PS2.
It was.
I think PS3.
It
I'm
was
not
released
sure.
on GameCube first, and I think Xbox 360 one was Fantasy. It's just called Fantasy Star Universe, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a
Is that
PTP, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pay to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, it would have been a really big thing, but not enough money, not enough people bought it, and I think the charges at the time to play them online were a bit silly.
I had a Dreamcast, but I never played it online.
Yeah,
Phenomenal console, though.
we move gradually down a couple of years, and then the Xbox comes out. That's right, the legendary original Xbox could do anything you wanted to do.
Like murder a child.
Yes, if you wanted to. I usually put casters on mine and then go skateboarding around the house on it. So it's not connected.
I used it as a sled in the winter.
No, I'm pretty sure you rinsed these jokes last week, but well.
I've already done these jokes. I remember the very first Xbox. This is when Xbox launched their own online product, which is well known these days as Xbox Live. There was a deal that BT did back then with Xbox Live, so it was cheaper. If you had Xbox Live, you could connect to your BT box or whatever, and it wouldn't cost as much. I think it was a subscription fee of £15 a month or something like that. So that was that. I think PlayStation tried to do something similar, but it wasn't called PlayStation Network. It was just
Far.
What, the PlayStation 2?
yeah, PlayStation 2.
I
They
love
had
it now.
Network Play.
That was it, Network Play, yes, thank you. Yeah, that was back before the PlayStation Network launched, then went off for a month.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. We have to make a PlayStation Network hacking joke at some point, so.
Okay, let's move on from the original next gens to the next gens with 360 PS3. This was a one-sided affair, if I remember rightly, where the 360 came out before, was cheaper, and everything worked, apart from the Red Ring of Death, which was the only downside.
Everything
Sold
worked
more
apart from when you
units.
wanted it to work, yeah.
Yeah. Sold more units per person, kind of, because people had to replace it. Then the PlayStation 3 came out, I think it was just after Christmas.
Yeah, it was a year later.
And it's a good console, and then they got hacked because they decided to link up with I think it was the Valve Steam network, 'cause Steam was connected to the PlayStation 3 at one point,
Yes, it was support too.
and then
Still is.
yeah,
Yes, it is.
and
Yeah.
this just pissed me off to no end, because I had to, when I was about to log into my Steam account, apparently I needed the password, some bunch of gibberish about all the friggin' coded secret passage word thing that needs to be emailed to me. and-
Yes, Steam Guard.
Yeah, that's the one. That was bullshit.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, there was something went on. PlayStation got hacked. People got freebies though from staying with them.
They weren't very good freebies, but yeah.
They were free. They were free games though. You can't turn them down even though they are bad games.
I know, but all the main ones that I would have had, I already owned. Like Little Big Planet and Infamous, I already had them.
Yeah. That was the downside, and then you look at the upcoming consoles that are coming out, the Xbox One, PS4. The roles have reversed ever so slightly.
Yeah, but not to do with online play, I wouldn't say.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
nothing to do with online play, but I mean the cheap shot of the PS3, which was when it first came out, I had the problem with the PS3 because they were infringing on other people's patents. They were kept changing things last minute. They then got hacked, And then this left it. This when they got hacked, there was a lot of 360 fans out there with a big grin on their face, going, "This is why we play for gold."
And then everyone else made the joke of, yes, but you also have to pay for gold to pay for Netflix. So if your gold goes out, you can't use Netflix, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no. Actually, let's be honest here. If you don't pay for gold, you can't do anything.
Can't.
Well, that's sort of the whole point of gold in a sense.
Yeah, I know, but let's be
It's
fair.
live, you know.
Yes, but I like the concept of knowing that if I run out of money and can't pay for my online system, online aspect of my gaming, I'd like to at least know that I can at least keep up my Netflix and stuff. That's why I have a PC and PS3.
Yes. Then you look at the online services that both of them provide. You've got your Xbox Live Arcade Play Marketplace or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
You got your PlayStation Network. You got your PlayStation Store, which is, if you go look on it on the internet, it's called the Sony Store.
And I will say this now in relation to Xbox, the PlayStation Store is horrific. It is really bad.
I've not been on the the Xbox Store in many years.
To be fair, it's a lot faster.
I wouldn't know about the PS3 one, but the Xbox one is fine. I've never encountered any problems with this one.
If you select games and it comes up within 10 seconds, your PlayStation Store is acting quite quick. It is really, really slow.
So it is. Yeah. Best thing about the PlayStation 3 store, I feel, is that they've got a selection of games from the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 that you can go and buy. And I mean, because these are games that you'll be paying. Let's see, Final Fantasy 9. I'll take this because it's personal. It's something that I've foolishly done. I've spent, I think it was 29 quid on it for disc form. And you could have bought it on the PSN network, which I did a couple of days ago for
7 quid.
8 quid. 8 quid.
Yeah.
So
I did that with
it's easier.
Final Fantasy 6.
It's easier to have it on a software file rather than disc format.
But when did you buy it though on this format?
Would have been a couple of years ago now.
Oh well, that makes sense then, I guess.
It's it was pretty funny because basically those games will also work on the PSP, and I actually saw people crack jokes like, "Finally, my dream has come true. I can play Final Fantasy 7 while sitting on the toilet."
Why would you not play Final Fantasy 7 while playing?
Oh God.
Was that Dan?
Yeah. I don't know about the Xbox 360, but the Xbox 360, once you've had an update on, you can just put in any Xbox One game and play it. After a lot of complaints, because at first it was just a selection of games you could go back and play. Now it's pretty much everything.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you can play. I've got a load of Xbox One games that I play regularly.
Xbox One games. We
You
know
mean original Xbox games is what?
Yeah,
that. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, original Xbox. That's why I call it Xbox One. It's an original. This Xbox One that's coming out, or technically Xbox 3.
No.
They should just fucking number them, you know? It's getting confusing. 360 now Xbox One.
You mean Xbox
Oh look,
Plus?
it's the Neo
Skybox.
of consoles.
I really wish they named it Xbox Infinity. I really do. That would have been pretty badass.
720, you know?
Oh no.
Xbone.
Xbone.
Xbox Skateboarder 720.
Oh, I've got some news on Riggy, by the way.
So,
He tweeted at him and he said the dog is chewed for his internet wire.
no way. Oh, good. Oh, no way.
Oh, poor Riggy.
Oh,
Riggy,
cheap.
Riggy, our sincerest condolences.
Oh man, he's glad that he wasn't like playing an online game right now, like Warcraft. That dog would have been nailed to the wall.
Oh,
I
God.
was in the middle of a grind, and then my dog chewed through my internet wires.
I was killing Arthur, you bastard! Pumph, pumph.
Or
You're lucky my 3DS is wireless.
You would have thrown the 3DS at him. You fucking bastard! Mid-trade. I've lost everything.
I could just imagine that though. I want the dog dead. I wanted family dead. Wait, that means killing myself. Kink. Oh god, poor Riggy.
That's well going. That is.
Yeah,
God.
it's a laptop, so you think it would have been wireless, but oh well.
What kind of dog chooses a wire anyway?
A lot of dogs
A badly
do.
trained dog one.
I've seen a cat sniff a electric socket before, which was kind of funny. Luckily, the socket was off. Otherwise, that would have been
Funny.
one fried cat.
You could have sold it off to a Chinese store.
Fried shake.
We'll change. Get back on track now.
Yes.
Now we look to the future of online console gaming, where the
Wireless.
consoles, wireless has always been the future. Jesus God! No, they had this concept. But first, sat down. How about we wire everything together? You know.
Yeah.
That's a bit too retro. I think we need to get rid of all the wires. You know, eventually the TV will be wireless, and the plug itself will be wireless. You'll be like, how does that work?
Quick, call Stark.
I'm the ideas guy. God. Question me. No, the next generation of the online console gaming, with Xbox having the Kinect being forced upon you like some sort of I don't know, homework you didn't want back in school.
I just love how Shions was like, stop dissing on my VCR.
Now, yes, the reference to the old VCRs, the Xbox One, because it looks like somebody from JVC kind of designed it for them.
I really like the design. Have you seen the white one? The white Xbox one?
No. Yes, actually, I have, and I don't like it.
Really? Oh, it's gorgeous.
I don't like white. I don't like white. Black is right.
I like that. Why I didn't get the 360? Because it was ceramic white.
No. The
ceramic white. It was like looking at a bowl. I didn't like it.
No. The 360 came in ceramic white, and then she brought it into a family of smokers. Give it a week, it was yellow.
No.
God.
But yeah.
No, they released the yellow Xbox. I know that's from my constant smoking. I play Call of Duty 24 hours a day. I smoke 100 a day because of this.
My favourite one was still someone's response when they first saw the Xbox One. They went, "Wow, I didn't know shit came in piano black."
Oh, that's harsh. Then you look at the new PlayStation 4.
It's an eraser.
Yeah. You know, you go from one looking like a VCR and you look at the other one and go, that kind of looks kind of futuristic, but it kind of looks a bit like what the PlayStation 3 should have looked like. All these lines and whatnot going down it, the little middle part, and yeah, it basically looks like, I don't know, I wouldn't know how to put that in words, to be honest.
To be fair, yes. To be fair, when I first saw the PS4, I was like, "Oh wow, someone actually designed this," as opposed to let's get a brick and put everything in it.
The PlayStation 3 I have on good authority was based upon
A George Foreman
Foreman's grill. So yeah, you go from the George Foreman grill to whatever that is. It's okay.
It looks like
Jesus.
It looks like someone walked past a pile of two big hardback books, kicked one in, it landed like that, and he went, "Oh, Eureka!"
Let me just get my sketch pad. The biggest, obviously the biggest announcement for these online consoles and for the next gens is obviously the announcement that Minecraft will become available to them.
Oh yes.
Sit back in your armchair and you think, well, Minecraft. Let's have a look at Minecraft, shall we? A game that is based around really old graphics and it's so pixelated it hurts your eyes.
It's revolutionary.
This is getting put onto the next gen consoles, and it's going to cost you like £15 to buy it. It's
Which is depressing because I think it was like
Don't be
51.
hating on the graphics.
To be fair, to be fair, it was also 17 quid on PC. It was one of the few games that was lower price on consoles. One of the very few games. And yes, it looks. When I think next gen, I don't think, hey, let's pick this game up that looks like Sonic gone 3D during the Mega Drive. Like a proper 3D, not that piece of shit isometric thing they did. That was also done by the people who did Lego. If anyone didn't know that.
Lego games are awesome. Just saying.
Yeah, they are. But do you remember Sonic 3D Blast?
no.
No, can't say.
I'll have to show you a picture. It was made
Okay.
by the same people, and yes. Keep talking. I'll grab it and I'll just show you guys. Anyone who's played it will know how disgusting it looked.
I'd rather not. Yeah.
I just hope they have no restrictions with this Minecraft on the next gen.
Yes. You never know. They may even
That's
add
the only-
modding onto Microsoft console. Ha 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 ha.
What?
You never know. They may even let you mod the game. Ha 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 ha.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because modding's so great.
Modding is awesome
Enjoy
in
modding
Minecraft.
GTA 4.
Oh yeah, modding GTA 4 on PC was awesome. You could actually add a lot to that game. And there's the link to the Sonic 3D Blast.
Oh, I remember playing this.
What the heck?
That's from the same people who did Lego.
That shit. No wonder Lego games are shit.
Lego games are awesome, to be
Hey.
fair.
I'm sorry, no. Back in my day, we actually played with proper Lego, you know? Not
You
playing
just stood on it.
Yeah, you stood on it. You knew it was there. 'Cause it hurt. Now you have to virtually stand on it in a mini game. It's not the same. I noticed that Playmobil didn't do any games. You know why? Because Playmobil still stayed true to what they do, you know? In case anybody doesn't know who Playmobil are, well, what the fuck did you do with your youth then?
I would have you know, I did nothing but play Sonic and never left the house.
Oh my god.
You
I
never
was-
played. I altered. I went from playing Michael Owen's Pro Football, which was a tabletop game. That was hilarious. I was
Subuto and
fun.
shit.
Oh yeah, Subuto. Oh,
That was a shit.
Oh yeah, I do remember Sabutio. I looked at it and just went, wow, this looks stupid. Oh, FIFA. Uh,
flicking ball footballers around on the table, going yeah. And then it kind of evolved into a Warhammer 40k kind of thing. It was like, well, this game's lame. It's got a tape measure. I might as well just be cutting wood. I can shoot 6 inches in front of me. Well, this is a shit gun, isn't it?
I will have you know, I played Warhammer 40k in a Games Workshop store for the first time 2 years ago, and I said I think I'll play for like a minute. You know, I probably won't buy. I probably think it's boring. I sat there for 20 minutes trying my hardest to beat the guy who worked there, and I'll have you know, I won.
That's because he let you win.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Can you imagine how many customers he'd actually get? He was annihilating everyone. I am the game master.
The running joke, the funny thing is me and him just sitting there like trying to get a high number because we had both one guy left just sitting there going, come on, roll a 6.
Yeah, you go to the Warhammer games like, well, they're not really realistic if you go by the rules. I mean, they're all shooting these really long range shots and everything. You like, but actually, no. If you go from the game rules, he can't shoot longer than 12 inches with that gun. But
I will say this now though, if anyone's never played it, play Dawn of War. 1 and 2, they're both phenomenal.
that's the
The
PC,
strategy
is
one.
it?
Yes,
Strategy.
it's the
Yeah,
one.
I played the first one.
It's the one done by the same people who Sophia I know will love this as she's listening. Relic Games, the people who did Homeworld.
What?
Homeworld's her favourite
Who?
game series. Sophia,
Right.
Project IA.
Oh yeah.
The project.
Hey Sophia.
Getting back to
Oh god,
the point.
I just realised you just wrote Xbox 69.
No,
As a name.
no.
Yes. They're fucking you for their money. They may as well name it after it.
Right. I thought getting back to the Connect, the god awful thing that connects to your it kind of reminds you of the PlayStation Eye in a way. They're both
No, it doesn't.
shit. Right, there was God knows how many loads of hoo-ha made over because of the NSA stuff. So I reckon they can look at you through your Xbox Connect thing, which is not true because it doesn't work like that.
They have already actually said that they could, if they wanted to, take information from you and make advertisements based on what you're doing. And it's like, you spent weeks trying to dispel these rumors, and you get one guy to say it, and everyone's like, oh god.
And that was the marketing director as well.
Yes, because he knows how to market the console by not getting people to buy it.
What the main point of that is the fact that the Connect stuff gets saved to your hard drive. And external companies, advert companies, could possibly access that data of stuff like if you watch a movie on Netflix, somebody will pick up on that and then they'll email you tons of shit about stuff you don't want. Basically, that's all it is. This, as much as you sit around and you protest about it, but stuff like this is going to happen. I mean, I'd be surprised if nobody on PlayStation is going to do this. And
It happens already in the real world, anyway.
yeah, it does a lot. I mean, you can expect it to happen.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's going to happen. It's
To be
unavoidable.
To be quite honest with you, they've been trying to do this for long time. I mean, if I remember, even on was it Xbox where they actually had advertisements in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, like they had signs that would change, and they did it with Battlefield 2042 as well.
Well, yeah, that was a bit weird. Look in the back of the booklet, and it's an advert there.
No.
The instruction, but...
No, I was actually playing Battlefield 2142 on PC, and I was running around, and the adverts were really kind of disorientated because you'd be running, oh look, there's a new Intel Core 2. Wait, is it 200 years in the future and you're still flogging it? Wow.
Yeah, that's unreal. Is your computer running slow at 2,000 years in the future? You know what you need, don't you? 21st century processors. They don't make them like they used to. I mean, you'd think if you're going to do a game that's set 2,000 years in the future, sit down with a load of writers and we need to come up with a name for this. I know, we'll just use an Intel. You really think Intel will be around in 2,000 years? Yeah, after nuclear bombs go off, the only thing that'll be left will be cockroaches and Intel processors. Is that what you think? Yeah, it's the advertising's all well and good. I mean, you get self-advertising. I mean, some games go into the realm of fantasy with their advertisements. But shit up on the walls, if you notice. I mean, there's a lot of it in Rainbow Six for the Xbox original.
Yeah.
And you couldn't make them up because the screen's so fuzzy, but if you play it in HD, you see a bit more. That's what I love about HD gaming now. It's a lot better than standard definition.
Yeah, I mean, the resolution's like 3 times higher, isn't it, if I remember rightly? So everything's a little bit more crisper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what features would you like to see on the next generation of online services for your console?
Cup holders.
Cool.
Nothing physical. You can't get a virtual cup holder. Let me just rest this on the TV. Oh, look, it fell on the floor again. Why does this keep happening to me? I don't know. The app the other day, it was a handshake app, but it wouldn't shake your fucking hand.
Oh, God.
That's the one thing I dislike about games, the game consoles and stuff. I see the game consoles, it should be selling just games or possibly apps that have a link in to do with your game, rather than just apps that are just there and like, oh look, it's a pedometer, but this is a PlayStation 3. How am I supposed to use this pedometer? Walk around with it in my arms?
I don't mind stuff like Netflix or Love Film or Hulu if you're in America and you're, do you want my museum open? But it should always be games. Games, games, games. Then go, oh, when you finish playing a game, if you want to spend 20 minutes away from screaming at 10-year-olds playing Call of Duty, maybe you could watch a movie on Netflix. Not, oh, watch a movie on Netflix and then maybe play a video game later if you feel like using your console for what it was actually fucking designed for.
Yeah, but that feature's always going to be there. It's
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it shouldn't be the main focus. Okay, I don't mind they've fixed that problem now with the Xbox One where they would... But the way they announced the console first time around, it was, oh look, there's a Halo TV show coming out. Not, oh look, there's a new Halo game coming out. I would have preferred them to announce... No, but they opened with TV shows, then video games. Was it like a month later at E3? And I thought that was bad. You know, they should have gone with games, then maybe like do stuff later on. But yeah, so that's just me though.
Europe.
Did they announce War of Tanks? Was it War of Tanks?
World of War.
World of Tanks. Yes.
World of Tanks. That's the one.
For some weird reason, which I only realised recently, that has an actual pro gaming scene. Why? I am still
Why
waiting.
not?
I'm still waiting for that one 12-year-old to go, why haven't you played League of Legends? I can't show yet, because you need a mouse, dickhead. That's why guys feel nervous now on PC, because it didn't work on consoles.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't know someone who says that, you know, League of Legends, well, should be on consoles.
No.
And how do you figure? I mean, I've played Terraria on the console, and let me tell you something right now, it's shit. It should never have left PC, to be honest with you, to venture on the consoles, because it just doesn't belong there. The controls are just too fucked. I mean, you're better off using a mouse and a keyboard, really. Minecraft was easy to translate because...
It's basically a first-person shooter, in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Same controls, anyway.
Yeah. Whereas Terraria's 2D and you have to be all fiddly with the...
Yeah, you have to aim with the
sort of
mouse and... Yeah.
stupid.
Is LoL coming to the next gen?
No, thank God, no.
It's not up.
Planet Side
So
2 is, but...
PlayStation 2 is an MMO FPS, so it makes sense. And what did you say, Sean?
Oh, there's so many of them transferring over now. I'm starting to lose track.
there was a rumour about Dota 2, I know that.
No,
Remember,
please
this
don't.
is a rumour. This is a rumour. It's
Oh,
on the rumour mill in the rounds. Dota 2, game of the Century deck edition with its point and click stick that you're going to be able to get with your next gens. Just pointing with a, I don't know,